me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta feel the tension. In my thoughts.
Welcome back, everybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Today, we are going to be going over the preview and what we need to do, the keys to victory towards the Patriots. I think we all need to understand that this is not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be a game, of course, it should be won by us, but it will not be a game that comes off as just we're competing against a slouch. The Patriots... The Patriots put up a really good fight against the Eagles in week 1. And, you know, the Eagles are a Super Bowl team. They got to the Super Bowl last year. So this is no slouch. And if a couple of situations, if our team plays in a certain way that it did last week, there could be a possibility that they can upset us. So we need to be on all our P's and Q's. Number one, I think this is going to be the most important. The Patriots are a running team. So we need to make sure we need to have a much better running defense than we did last week. Last week was atrocious. I mean, they ran all over us. And this team has Ezekiel Elliott and Ramondre Stevenson. They can literally, if we do the same thing we did last week, they could just control the whole entire game with their running offense. And that would not be good. So the thing is we don't, the whole point of getting Vic Fangio was to not have to have Tua put up 34. He could if he wanted to every single week, but we don't need to have that. So having a rush defense that can stop these guys. Ramondre Stevenson is a stud. He is a stud. He's a great running back. I almost picked him up in fantasy last year and then I didn't, and then, you know, it kind of bit me in the butt. He's a stud. And if you allow this guy to run all over us, Bill Belichick much better knows the ways of controlling the game than Staley. So the thing is if you allow him to control the game, Bill Belichick will tee off on you, and that won't be good for Tua either, because then you're going to have a bunch of blitzers. We don't want that. So the rush defense needs to be better this week. The linebackers need to hit the holes with much more authority. I mean, I can't see more of the Jerome Baker running into a block and then getting pushed back every time. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. You need to hit the blocks hard. Hit the blocks as hard as you can and allow your other teammates to also, I'm forgetting the word. Coagulate. So, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean. Allow your teammates to conform to, I'm trying to figure out the C word and I can't figure it out right now. Allow your other teammates to group up towards the running back. So this rush defense needs to be better. That is number one key here. Number two, Tua needs to continue these good games. Tua needs to continue his strides, his streaks. You know, the thing is if Tua continues playing the way that he played last game, I don't think there's a team that can beat us, honestly. There's no quarterback that's playing like that. And again, if the rush defense steps up, there's not a team that can beat us. There isn't one. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, Tua just needs to continue this streak. What I'm trying to refer to is last year came up after the bye, and it was just off. Like, we just had off games. And those games we could have won, you know. If he had played well, we could have won those games. But, yeah, I don't really know what happened to him. So he can't have that this year. It needs to be consistency throughout the entire year. And honestly, do it to shut people up. Just shut people up. Do it for that, you know. Just keep this momentum, this type of course you're going to have, you know, not really good games, but they can't be off games. We also need to run the ball. I understand our team is passing, and we need to figure out, or I want to figure out what is the thinking behind Mike McDaniel and why he just steps away from the run, because he said he was going to do it last year, but I mean, I don't know, he just didn't do it last game either. You know, he kind of, at one point, it was just Tua throwing the ball every single play. And I think we need to dial it back, and we need to run the ball. We don't need to score 36 points every game. You know, it's cool, but we don't need to do that. We don't need to run the ball. Or we don't need to continue passing every single down. I think at one point it just looked like we were just passing the ball every single down. And I get it, we were down by points, but we were only down by a touchdown. So running the ball, we can control the clock. Even on that last drive, you know, I personally think if we ran the ball a couple more times, we could have gotten it so that they didn't even have a chance to go down at the end of the game. I mean, of course we won it, it doesn't really matter, but, you know, it seems to be that we just lose the run into the, like, late into the game. We just stop doing it. And I just wonder why. Maybe, I mean, I feel like Mostert has enough whereabouts to carry the ball a couple of times. You know, I'm not really sure where this whole, like, stopping the run comes from. But this game, we need to go up in points. That's what we're going to do. If we do it right, we will go up in points and then just run the ball, control the clock, and not have Tua need to throw the ball 70,000 times. That is a key here. That's 100% the key. So here's the thing, guys. This is a winnable game. It's a very winnable game. We should win this game. But the thing is we have to also remember, this is a division opponent. This is no slouch. This is the New England Patriots. They put up a very good fight last week. It's no slouch. I mean, it can be a trap game if we make it that way. You know, I mean, we want our momentum to keep going. And I want us to beat them handily. You know, that's another thing. You know, this team should not put up that much of a fight against us. They shouldn't. I mean, if we do the same thing we did last week and our defense steps it up a little more, this team shouldn't put up much of a fight. It should be a very easy game. It's very winnable. But it could also be a game that could tear us apart. And that's key here. We need to make sure that that does not happen. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think. Tomorrow is the game. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. Let's get it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, hope you have a great rest of your day. Fins up, baby. Peace.